Yeah, we're confident that McVeigh and Jude Bolton will both play. Obviously, Goodsy's the one that we're not sure of yet. We'll sit down when we've got all the facts in front of us after training today and discuss it with Adam and decide whether he plays or not, depending upon how he goes today. Look, he trained pretty well. I mean, we haven't seen him train much, but what we saw on Tuesday, he looked pretty good. But once again, we're not going to make that decision until all the facts are in front of us and we sit down and go through that and discuss with Adam. He'll be part of the decision-making process as well about what we do this weekend. Well, it's a combination of everything. It's how his knee feels, it's how confident he is in it, it's has he done enough training. It's a combination of all those things, and he's an important part of the decision-making process. And we sit down and go through that and we have a discussion about it and we'll come to a decision this afternoon. I'd say we'll make a decision today on whether he plays or not. I think that what he did do is pulled up pretty well yesterday after he trained on Tuesday. He pulled up okay yesterday, and so we're assuming that sort of is the story as it goes on forward, is that he continues to pull up well. He's certainly better than what he was Sunday, but at this point we'd certainly look to make a decision today. I mean he hasn't played for quite a while, and we've played some pretty competitive football in the time without him. We certainly did the same thing last year, so we believe we can. Does he help us win? Certainly at his best he does. We've just got to work out how far away from his best is. We know he's only trained for a week, and all that will come into discussion and consideration. He's a mile in front of where I thought he'd be. At the start of last year, to be able to come back and play football at all, let alone play senior football, he's still he's now physically pretty fit. There's no doubt that he's still learning the game, and that's coming off of the severe injury he's come off, is still getting used to some of the things that he was getting used to before he got injured. So I think anyone that's sort of expecting him to come back and set the world on fire probably had unrealistic expectations considering the injury that he had. But he's done some good things for us in games, but we know it'd be good if he got some more of the footy, but the defensive aspect of the game has been really solid. Well, it's first half, second half. Certainly the first half we thought, well, we were right in the hunt, and we're competitive and the scores were even at half time. What happened after half time we weren't happy with. We allowed the opposition to get too much uncontested ball. We didn't put the pressure on that we know we should have, and we didn't get our hands on the footy, and all those things contributed to what happened in the second half. The first half we'd like to think is more of a reflection on us. Certainly the second half we weren't pleased with, but our challenge now is to not so much talk about it, is to put it into actions this week. We've got some players in the team that are new. We've got some players that we think are going to be terrific players for this footy club and can still play some good footy this year, and that's what we're focusing on, and we think our best is still good enough to match it with the best teams, and that's what we need to bring this week against Carlton. We're confident that if our best players play well and everyone else in the team contributes, we'll win.